hard. Well, bad and hard. So, like, if you spend, like, a lot of time, like, for example, you can't even save in these games, and so...
Yep.
So you're just gonna, like... Do you even get through all of them?
Well, I get through the ones I do, yeah. I mean, like, I don't necessarily... Like, I beat most of them. There are a couple I still have to try to beat. And some of them are just confusing. Like, I just got Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo, like, about a week ago. And I'm fucking lost in it. Like, like any Metroid game, like, because, you know, it doesn't tell you what to do. It's not like a...
Well, yeah.
Like, so you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Also, I didn't know. I'm probably going to have to start over in it, because I guess there's this irreversible glitch that you can do in Super Metroid. And I somehow did it, because I was trying to beat it, like, without, like... You know, because I like to experience it as if it first came out. I don't want to look stuff up. And I think I somehow did the impossible, because I can't get to the next area because I don't have the equipment. It's weird.
See, like,
you have to come by and play them sometime. They're fun.
Yeah,
they're really fun.
I really appreciate retro games, but I am not good.
That's not the thing though. Like, you don't have to be good at them.
You kind of do though.
Well, like, to enjoy them fully. Yeah, absolutely. Well, like, for my purposes,
to like get through them. Yeah. Just because, like...
But, like, the fun part is the struggle to get through it, too. Sometimes, you know, like...
Yeah.
Because you figure it out, and if you don't, then you're like, fuck this, and then I'm done.
But that's also why I don't particularly enjoy Dark Souls. I've never played a Dark Souls game.
Dark Souls is alright.
But, like, the way that people talk about it, it's just like, it's just, like, really hard, and, like,
there's something I have one game called Super Ghouls. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah. That game is ridiculously hard. I've only got to the second level twice. And I've played probably 10 hours of it.
Yeah, that's...
Like, and there's no continue, so, like, you have to start... And also, the thing that sucks is, I've looked it up, if you beat it, you have to beat it again. It's on a harder difficulty. And you only get hit twice, like, the whole game, unless you die. It's like, what the hell?
Why, though?
Well, I think it's because gaming's changed. That used to be, like, what people wanted. They wanted something that was challenging.
Well, yeah.
Of exhaustion. Like, nowadays, people... want something that's more playable rather than something that's more challenging.
Well, also then didn't they... Because it started with arcades, and so it's just like, it's super hard, and so if you just keep dying, you just punch in your quarters.
And I think it's also just like, you know, they didn't have the technology to do like Gears of War and like Call of Duty. I know those are outdated now, but, you know, like... They have the technology to be able to produce these games that are a lot easier, and they don't have near as many glitches, and they don't lag as much. They're also much better graphics, but I feel like the reason I like retro games too is the stories behind them. Like, they're fun. Like, the ones that don't have stories are just fun, and they're not always about either shooting people or murdering things, like, for whatever reason, whatever purpose. Or it actually has, like, its core... you know, story behind it. I can be like, man, I can back that. As opposed to, like, a lot of them are either sequels or remakes, or they're just a war game, so you don't need a storyline for a war game. I don't know.
Well, also a lot of games on Super NES, too, and NES were, like, licensed games. And
a lot of them, too, were third parties, like, you know, Rareware. They made good games back in the day. In the SNES and N64, man. Do you have them Battletoads? No, I'm looking for the Battle Maniacs for the Super Nintendo. I don't have the NES because I don't have an NES, but
they make
I've seen the gameplay. It's incredible.
Yeah. I'm sure you want a original NES, but they make a thingy called a Retro Duo.
I've looked at those. Yeah. I thought about getting that whenever I was getting a Super Nintendo instead of that, and I was like, nah.
But you want the original one.
Yeah, I'm a stickler on that kind of stuff.
Do you remember Patrick, Avery's older brother?
I see him occasionally.
Yeah, he has a Famicom.
Yeah, he's told me about it. Yeah, he told me he's collecting. I was like, why are you collecting the Japanese version? He's like, I don't know.
Because it's legit.
It's significantly cheaper. in his defense.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude. Famicom games, like, okay, I bought Sunset Riders and I got a good deal on it in this last meetup. Like, it's worth like $85 to $90 to even $100, and I got it for $60. But the Famicom version is worth like $15 or $20. It's because
it's just like
Japanese, much more accessible, and also the language difference too. I mean, the appeal isn't going to be as big as an English copy.
Makes sense. Or a English version.
Yeah. Oh, they really like this Sunset Riders.
All your base.
Oh man,
that's where that came from.
Yeah. That's a game you have to play if you ever come by the house. Sunset Riders is fun. It's really hard though. But it's really fun.
But yeah, that's never been my kind of play style, I guess.
I understand that. And I think that's just where, everybody has these different views. Like, I like that kind of style. I don't really like 8-bit. Like, NES isn't really my thing. But I like the 16-bit and Super Nintendo. I like the FX chip that was introduced in Star Fox with the polygon graphics, and then they carried that into the Nintendo 64.
Yeah. I
like the GameCube because then you start getting 3D interfacing and gameplay as far as without the polygon chip. Like, now it's real 3D as opposed to artificial.
Yeah.
I love PS1 and PS2. Like, the things I'm collecting for right now is probably in this order of importance: Super Nintendo, PS1, N64, GameCube, and PS2. And then once I get done with that, I'll probably start doing Xbox 360, because then by that time it'll probably be because like my list, not but like once I'm done with those, Xbox 360 will probably be a retro console, and I have one, so might as well.
Yeah.
Like Infinite Undiscoveries, I really do want that game. I heard it's amazing, but I'm so out of the loop because that was like years ago. But
well, yeah. I think more it's just that a
lot of people can't do it because of the graphics too.
Yeah, people go like, ugh, this is gross.
I overlook that stuff.
Yeah,
because like a lot of people, like PC gamers or PS4 and Xbox One guys, are like, man, these graphics are the shit. And then they go to like a 16-bit game, like, oh my god, I can't even make out what the hell this thing is.
Well, I'm kind of spoiled because my real gaming started. Because like we had a PS1 and stuff, but I don't really remember, like there wasn't really like a game on PS1 that I was like,
for me,
this is gaming.
For me, my game, it was a series. It was the Spyro, the original trilogy.
Yeah,
and it's Crash Bandicoot for PS1.
Yeah, I remember Spyro.
For me, that and like N64 is where I started truly enjoying games. I feel like that's where we all lie. It's where we start enjoying it. If we like them, if we even like, some people just.
Because I started on Xbox, and so
God damn it, Xbox was like way past
exactly, and so
it was like beyond my head.
It was already looking really good. It was already, you had like established story and stuff, so I was kind of spoiled with that regard, and so
I'm on Facebook, not doing nothing.
It's okay.
Welcome.
You can join in on this conversation.
We're probably going to change the subject.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot to talk about that.
Towards the end. Where did you start, Jordan?
With what?
With video games.
I'm going to just start including you in this.
I started with Game Boy Color.
Dude, I had
Super Mario.
Yeah. Did you have Super Mario's Deluxe? Like the original Mario for the game? Dude, yes.
And it was Game Boy Color, no backlight.
Yeah.
And I got that for my birthday. I must have been like in kindergarten or first grade.
Oh my god, that's young.
I started with that. And
that's as young as me. That's why my brain's tainted.
And I think it was a week later, because no backlight, can't play in the dark. And I got one of the...
Did you get like the plug-in?
I got a clip-on light.
Yeah, me too. Was that like with the little spirals?
Like those book lights or whatever?
Yeah, it was a book light.
It was made out of like the safety wire that was translucent, and it had like a spiral. Yeah, dude, I remember those.
I got one of those. That's how I started.
You were like, I can play at night,
I think I had Frogger too.
Frogger?
Yeah. On there.
I think I sold my copy of Frogger.
I had a Game Boy Color, I just don't remember. Like, again... My gaming was back then, but it didn't really resonate with me until the Xbox.
Mine doesn't work anymore. Okay, so
mine still does.
I
I still use it, actually.
I think it was like the year after I got it. My sister wanted one, so my mom made a deal with me that she'd get me a Game Boy Advance if I gave my sister the Game Boy Color.
I have a Game Boy Advance SP.
And so I got a Game Boy Advance. And this was before the SP. This was like the handheld, big old gigantic one. And,
you have a list for that one too.
Yeah.
And then my sister spilled chocolate milk on
Dude,
the Game Boy Color.
Oh, what color did you have, by the way?
Purple translucent.
Yeah, the first one.
I think that was the color that everyone had for their.
I had I had the lime green solid color. There was no translucent. It was lime green.
Yeah.
I felt like a badass daycare because everybody had like either the gray, the black, or the purple translucent.
Yeah.
Like the first three colors. I was like, I got this.
What color was your SP?
My SP is blue, the cobalt blue.
Yeah.
Whenever it first came out.
Yeah, I never had.
Because I was like, I got that and I got a Game Boy Advance, and then I saw the SP and I was like, I want the SP.
Yeah. You also had the first DS. I remember that.
And then I waited all the way until the new 3DS came out.
Yeah.
And I have one of those now. I don't even think I can find.
I remember playing Nintendogs on your DS.
Yo,
man,
Nintendogs.
You maxed out that Nintendogs save though.
Nintendogs and Animal
I did every.
I played religiously.
Yeah, no, you can ask him because he saw my file. My Nintendo.
Oh yeah, no, his.
I couldn't do anything. File. There was no. I had everything. There was nothing left I could do. I had every dog, and they were all like maxed out, and they could all walk the farthest. I had every single toy. And I had like max money. Like I got to the point I just had max money because like I didn't need to spend it. And I had all the like renovations, like all the different styles.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. Did you guys play Animal Crossing?
Yeah. I played the GameCube version of Animal Crossing. I never played the DS.
I had the adapter where I could play a Game Boy whatever SP cartridge on the GameCube.
Dude, I remember I don't know if you guys ever played Leaf Green or Fire Red. But like before in Pokemon you have to have like a hard wire. Like a USB to USB. Well, it wasn't USB. It was before USB's time. But it was whatever to whatever. Same jack. Double input. So you could plug it into Game Boys. Actually, it may have been USB.
It was like a micro USB.
No, it was a big ones. Like the huge ones. Before micro USB. Because this is like 90s. And that's how you had to trade like Pokemon or like do even or even do like multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because they were connected to that hard wire. And I remember as a kid getting Leaf Green and Fire Red. I got both because I wanted my friend to experience it, but he didn't end up getting it. So I just had both. Because like he ended up being like, oh, I don't want it. And I was like, okay. But it came with these two adapters, and it was for the Game Boy Advance SP. And you like plug them in, and there was like wireless trading, and it was cool as fuck. I remember like freaking out. I was like, I don't have to have this fucking hardwire cable anymore. I was like probably 10 years old, and I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I don't need this. I can trade from my room to the bedroom because I'm not limited by a cord, but I'm limited by like 50 feet.
Yeah. The thing about Pokemon games though is that
you don't really need that, but it was fun.
Like, and again, maybe just more my play style. I really enjoyed it then. Because I had the time to just sit there and just grind.
I don't enjoy Pokemon as much now.
Yeah, because
but the thing is, I don't enjoy Game Boy games as much as I did. I like console a lot more. A lot of people go further than me and like PC more. Or like the modern stuff more. Something about it doesn't register to me as gaming. It registers to me as a different type of gaming, but not one that I'm particularly fond of. Like I appreciate it and I understand it, and I know people say the same about mine. They're like, man, you're just dwelling in the past or whatever, that stuff's gone by. You got to get on this new train. But
I don't know, because there's a lot of really good indie games nowadays that kind of capture that retro feel.
Shovel Knight, I got that for the 3DS. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It was better on the Wii U though. Whatever the hell new Wii system is out, the stupid one with the tablet.
Yes, that is the Wii U.
It's a piece of crap.
What?
The Wii U.
What's wrong with your Wii U, Jordan?
It's a piece of crap.
Yeah, that's what Jeff is saying.
Okay, time out. Jordan, before you talk crap about it, have you ever actually played it?
The Wii U?
Yeah.
No, I have a Wii.
Okay, first off, the Wii is a shitty joke in comparison to the Wii U. Like, a Wii U is a significant upgrade.
Well, the Wii has games.
Yeah, that's the difference. The Wii U has, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the system is kind of cool and the concept's cool. But by the time they tried to upgrade the Wii had already died. Like, it was
the
already
X-Bone, which I haven't played.
The X-Bone. I don't care for it. I prefer PlayStation personally.
I just
it's not a matter of games. And I'm not saying PS4 over like Xbox One. I think it's because as a kid for me, or like even as a teenager, like there wasn't an Xbox, you know. And so I grew up on a PlayStation 2 that could be PS1 and PS2. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where I get that bias of PlayStation's better than Xbox, because I've experienced old PlayStation, but at the time there was no old Xbox. And by the time an Xbox came out and I got that brick, it was great. It was a brick. It was a freaking brick. I could throw it at somebody and it wouldn't break.
No, they would break.
They get that red ring so fast. You just put in a game the wrong direction.
I think everyone has that bias. Just like Nintendo people are very like, but Nintendo's great. Like, Mario and the Zeldas.
I love Nintendo, and I love Mario, and I love Zelda. In fact, they're two of my favorite series.
Yeah.
But I feel you. Some of the Nintendo nuts are just ridiculous.
I'm biased towards
nuts.
I'm biased towards nothing.
Yeah, but
I think you're biased towards Xbox.
Yeah, I think you're biased towards Xbox.
If I had a PS, whatever.
If you had to pick any,
I'd enjoy that too.
If you had to pick, no. Honestly, if you could have any game system now, what would you want and why? I bet you'd say an Xbox One.
I would say an X-Bone, but
yeah. See, nope. Just stop right there.
They do have better games on the X-Bone.
In your opinion, see, you're Xbox biased. You don't like, and it's just that's like fine. That's fine. That's who you are. That's cute.
I'm not biased towards the console. I'm more biased towards the game that come with the console.
So you're biased towards the console then?
Yeah, that is the bias.
I guess I'm inherently biased towards the console.
Yeah. Which controller do you like better?
It's definitely the controller that...
I do think that the Xbox controller feels better in my opinion.
You think so?
I do.
The Xbox controller is a better controller.
I think it feels better to me.
And maybe that is my bias, but...
I've played PS2.
I honestly disagree with that. But also, again, I played them a little younger, so I think I'm used to that nostalgia of the way a PS2 or an SNES or an N64 controller feels. N64 is weird, though. N64 is the absolute controller.
that is a stupid... Well, the original Xbox controller was also the Duke.
Brick.
You had to, like, reach across the room just to hit the freaking black button.
Yeah. I remember the black and white buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
You really stretch your forearm.
But even like now,
I think
the whole like alternate joysticks, because your left thumb your left thumbstick on Xbox, the left thumbstick being higher and the right thumbstick being lower makes more sense, because you want your thumb to be closer to the thing that you use the most on that side.
That makes sense. The thing I was used to about the DualShock in the PS2 is because whenever they released the DualShock, and I don't know if you know what that is. That's whenever you could actually. Well, they always had the two joysticks, but DualShock meant you could use them both, at the same time, which was freaking cool. It was revolutionary. It's stuff that actually made games like Call of Duty and stuff. You couldn't have that before.
You could actually have first-person shooters.
Well, because you couldn't move the camera. You had to move and then move the camera. Bullshit like that. First game that had it, by the way, is Ape Escape for PS1, if you're ever curious. But the thing I liked about it is, if you look at a PS... Actually, you have a freaking PS2 controller right here. Is it DualShock?
I don't know. I haven't played PS2 in so long.
It is a DualShock. I'll buy this off you. Damn it. Anyway, I'm not going to pull this out. I'll make too much noise. But you see, whenever you play like this...
Speak a little bit louder.
You never use this too much. You generally use these. You use your two R1, R2, L1, L2, which are already here, and you have your left. Your left is generally a move, and this is for this. So you don't need to come over here anymore. And this, going from this to this, is easy.
Well, yeah, but it's a stretch to move your left thumb down for the thing that you're regularly using.
That's true.
Which is why
I think it's just because I'm
used to it. Well, you are used to it, and you naturally just kind of go there now. But like the way that your hand,
it's naturally
is shaped.
Yeah, it's like this.
Your thumb goes up,
and this one is down.
Yeah, and so like your right thumb goes to the face buttons, and your left thumb goes to the joystick, and that's what feels right. And then if you're a weirdo and you want to use the D-pad more than the thumbstick, then
Some games they don't even have it anymore. They'll have the D-pad on the controller, but they won't have it programmed into the game, or they'll do different things other than move.
Like talk.
Some games only have a D-pad. All Super Nintendo games, you ain't gonna find no joystick.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
N64 came out with that for Nintendo.
Yeah,
the shit had 3 little handles. You're like, where the fuck? Where do I hold this thing? I hate that controller, man. I hate that controller.
It's weird. I don't know.
It's a pretty nasty controller.
The thing about Nintendo is that they always try and do something really cool
revolutionary.
Cool and different, and then either it works really well, or it's just what?
I think it worked really well until the GameCube. I think the GameCube is where they messed up, and I'm not saying the GameCube's a bad system. I'm just saying what came out right after the GameCube screwed over the GameCube. GameCube initially had a lot of sales, but then within a year, the Xbox came out and the PS3 came out, I think.
No, it was
PS2.
Yeah, you're right, PS2.
PS5.
You guys are right. No, that's coming out. That's a future product. So PS2 and Xbox. Those were so revolutionary in comparison to the GameCube. The GameCube, for the first time ever, Nintendo was number 3 in console sales. They had always been number 1. Nintendo, NES, easily number 1. Super Nintendo, easily number 1. N64, easily number 1. All 3 of those were just dominating. And then they get to the GameCube, and it's we're dominating. And then everybody's like, no.
The difference was that the GameCube was so much closer to the other 2 consoles, is that people just preferred playing because the GameCube had all the other games that they.
Well, and also too, you gotta think GameCube controller was kind of messed up. It wasn't bad.
It was fine.
Well, it wasn't bad.
I actually liked it.
But in comparison to
the
PS2 controller or the Xbox controller. Even though the Xbox controller was that bad, how often did you actually use the buttons?
Well, the thing is that eventually the S controller that is basically almost the Xbox 360 shape. The S controller fixed the problems of the giant freaking monster that was the Duke.
And that's the thing. It fixed it. Also too, new types of games were coming out for. Xbox and PS2.
Revolutionary games freaking Halo, and then on PS2 God of War.
Well, and they were particularly into a new genre, and that happened to appeal to new gamers. Whereas GameCube was trying to stick to its roots, and also they.
Which isn't to say the GameCube didn't have good games.
I love the game.
Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah, I love that game. It's actually on my list.
Wind Waker. Twilight Princess.
Just Kirby Air Ride.
I can name a lot. I have a whole list.
Kirby Air Ride and Luigi's Mansion. That's all I played.
Dude, Luigi.
I take that back. I played Scooby Doo.
Luigi's Mansion is okay. Here's Digimon World 4 was incredible.
Sonic game.
There were 3 worlds before that?
Yeah, it was for the PS2 or PS1. I'm sorry. F-Zero GX.
F-Zero GX was good.
Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
I know.
Batten Kaitos Origins was really, really good.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
These are RPGs, is probably I don't know.
I played one of the original Need for Speeds.
Yeah. Eternal Darkness is really good. Kirby Air Ride, Ikaruga. All the Mario parties that came out for it were really good.
Mario Party was just a great idea.
The Metroid Prime and then Metroid Prime 2 Echoes were really good. Pikmin came out for the GameCube.
Also
Pikmin 2, but they were really good.
I don't understand those games.
Pokemon XD was good. Star Fox Assault, Soul Calibur 2, which was a tri-release. It came out for PS2 and Xbox.
Yeah, and they had the different.
But GameCube was incredible.
GameCube had Link.
That's why
Xbox had Spawn, and PS2 had Heihachi.
Yep. Then you had Tales of Symphonia, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker. And then I have a bunch of others that I own, like Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door was really good. What is it called? Skies of Arcadia is a really good RPG. It's a good game. I'm a nerd. But it was short-lived, and so then they were like, we have to come out with something different. And then the Xbox was like, wait, before you do that, I'm gonna release the Xbox 360. And then PS2 was like, I'm gonna get this PS3 out here, just cause. And then they were like, Wii?
I don't remember the order.
Question mark.
I don't remember the order, but it was
I think Wii came
right
out
before
first.
right before the Wii came out. Everyone was like, the Nintendo Revolution. That's what it's going to be called. It's going to be like groundbreaking. It's going to have motion controls. It's like the future, man. The future's here.
It was
and
crap.
then at some point, it's like it's called the Wii, and everyone was like, this is stupid. It was like, here's some sports, and everyone was like, this is stupid.
Well, like, honestly, I'm not.
And then it was the biggest selling console, the biggest selling game.
Yeah, but then the
Ever.
Xbox 360 and PS3 ruined that.
Well, no, the Wii is still the largest selling console of all time. Yes, because elderly people play it in retirement homes.
Are you talking about like overall sales?
Yes.
Okay, I would believe that. I thought you meant like initial sales. I was like, no fucking way.
The Wii is number one. Last I remember.
It was number one for a short period of time.
It was number one.
I don't think all time. I would say all time would.
I remember no one wanted it.
I would think all time would be NES or Super Nintendo because
Jordan, you have a laptop right there.
Because, yeah, well, they don't have any competition. Other than like
the best selling game console of all time.
Best selling game
top
console of all
selling,
time.
tops. I don't even care.
All I know
Did you know I broke the sensor bar on my Wii once? It's just to kill some time. But I broke the sensor bar on my Wii. You want to know how I fixed it?
PlayStation 2.
I put a candle light next.
The Wii comes in at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's number one?
PlayStation
PS2.
2.
That's what I thought.
105 million. Oh, this is Wikipedia though. So I
Yeah,
can
but
use
dude, no, that's popular. Go to the 14 best selling site. Hope you'll edit that out.
Yeah.
Will you just go?
Humans are.
That's
farts.
popular, you dummy. Go back. You dumb.
It's still going off of sales. Okay, I was wrong. It was PS2.
You want to know why? PS2 was the most revolutionary game system of all time. Yes, it was. Really? Then how come it was around for 20 years?
Because it had all the games.
Ooh, you guys remember the PSP?
Yeah, I remember. I had the PSP Vita, the white edition, limited edition, bro.
R.I.P. PS Vita.
Dude, I love
I'm
the
gonna put my
PSP.
PSP now.
You have one?
It's somewhere in my room.
What type of PSP is it?
The original
Damn it. I was about to say, if it's a...
PS2.
Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong. Either way, elderly people still play Wii bowling in retirement homes. To
I still
keep
play
Really?
Yeah.
Are you an elderly person? Can you confirm that?
Yes.
Alright, fair enough.
Here's my ID.
Nobody on this podcast is going to know how old you are.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, here's me making sounds and pretending to pull out my wallet and showing you my ID for
Let me see
the
it, let me see
retirement
it.
home that I stay in.
I'm 42.
Yep, here it is. Here you go.
That's pretty valid. I'll
Seems
buy it.
legit. Okay, there you
That
go.
was a team.
Not even 21. Not even 21, and he's in a retirement home.
Yep,
apparently,
that's how it
playing
goes.
Wii bowling with senior citizens.
Alzheimer's hits hard, man.
What kind of pedophile
What?
are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? I don't want to give you any money, little girl.
Oh, wait, honey, that's right. We don't have a son.
We. You mean revolution? Anytime I say we, I'm gonna substitute the word for revolution.
That's fine. The Nintendo Revolution.
You know, honestly,
Well, the
Oh,
next
it's like a
Nintendo
movement.
console is
Also-
going to be is called the NX now, the Nintendo Experience. But they're probably going to change that into something stupid soon too.
I forgot that they're gonna make a new console. Like I
Yep,
don't even
screw
care.
you, Wii owners.
I don't
Wii U
even
owners.
care about new consoles anymore.
That's fine.
The consoles that I have,
You got a lot to
exist
keep up on.
too
So is it
much.
Wii V now?
It's gonna be called.
Wii
It's gonna be called the
Weave.
Weave. It's gonna be
Weave?
called. It's actually
Girl,
gonna
you
be.
pop my Wii.
It's gonna be called the Wii Vita.
Oh, gosh.
Or the
Two
Wii-
very dead things.
It'll be the best of two dead things all combined into one. Actually, you can call it the Super Wii Vita 64 Cube.
That's a great name.
Most of those were Nintendo except for the Vita.
Well, it's because the Vita's the revolution.
I guess.
It's also the
The
one.
Nintendo Revolution.
It's the one of 4 with an S and a P before that.
I lost track of
Are
what
we
the
listing
heck-
letters in the alphabet?
Yeah, what?
B, F, Q, R.
Changs?
Wait,
Changs.
Are we going to
PF Changs, yeah.
Anyways, how about them clones?
Wait, clones?
Clones. Yeah, we were talking about clones.
Let's go.
Jeff, how do you feel about clones?
Well, what type of cloning are we talking about? We're talking about like GMO food modified cloning because I hate that.
Okay, that's irrational.
Is that cloning?
It's a form of cloning, not GMO specifically, but like cloning. No, but like cloning animals and then using the animals to produce meat, not GMO specifically. GMO is just.
Well, that's still not.
There's
production.
Do they not produce them yet?
Nope.
Jordan, what's the name for that? Because I can't remember the name of it.
For what?
For whenever we make meat in a
petri dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's petri dish meat.
What's the name for it? Petri.
I have no idea what the scientific name for it is. I just
there's not a scientific name for it. There's like a colloquial. Yeah. There's this company called Memphis Meats, and
they need to get fired. I don't even know who they are. But Double M needs to get fired.
They make meat like in that way.
Really?
And
I told you it was being produced.
It's not mass produced though.
No, it's annoying.
Why is it annoying?
I mean, I don't see how it's annoying.
I just don't like it.
Why
you just don't like the thought of it.
Yeah, like I think it's just because I haven't had cloned meat, so I don't.
It's the same as normal.
Is it?
Yeah,
it's the exact same.
Ideally, it's the exact same, but
no, it's actually the same. Like they make meatballs.
There is no difference.
Yeah, for real.
Like the same nutrition content.
That's it's literally the same.
Do you understand the concept of clones? Like, it is an organism. You can't.
Hold on, time out. You just said the concept. I'm talking about the actuality.
Okay, well, yeah.
It's one and the same.
No, it's not. Concept is not actuality. If that was the case, we would all be confident.
No, you're trying to figure. You're trying to say that whatever's being cloned is different than the original animal.
No, I'm just saying, would it be? I'm asking a question.
It really can't be.
Literally,
it's cloned. It can't be different.
Fair enough. I will accept that.
If it's different, it's not a clone.
I will accept that answer.
At that point, it's offspring.
I will. Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. I was just simply asking a question.
But then this meat doesn't feel pain. Because it can't.
What does that even have to do with anything? We're making the original meat feel pain anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking about cultured cells, like as meat?
Or
are you talking about producing a new organism and then slaughtering it for meat?
How different are those two?
Well, in a sense, not. But in another sense...
So we're going to talk about something that's not different.
Okay. Because there are two types of cloning. There's... Well,
I thought you said there's one concept.
There are two types of cloning.
Give him a sec.
There's reproductive cloning, where you get a whole new organism.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then, in the medical terminology, there's therapeutic cloning, which is what petri dish meat is.
What defines these two?
Okay, reproductive cloning, it's where you take an egg, an embryo, you take all the DNA out of it, and you insert the DNA that you're wanting into it.
Okay.
Then you insert that into the mother's womb, and then that produces the offspring.
So is it just a faster way to produce birth?
No, you're gonna have the same gestation period.
But if it's reproductive, how can it be the exact same? Is it just the way it's produced?
Because DNA, your DNA makes exactly you.
Okay.
I mean, because the way, if I were to make a clone of me, what you would do is
that makes sense.
Yeah, take an egg, you take my DNA, put in the egg, same thing.
I got you.
Okay, so earlier
it would just take time to grow into. Yeah. I got you.
Earlier, you had said how if you take a clone from the DNA from a 50-year-old, and you do the whole implant the zygote into a womb, it comes out like it's a 50-year-old baby, and so it would die sooner.
Do you think that?
But my quandary is how
does that happen? How does a 50-year-old just pop out?
Are you familiar with the different concepts as to why we die?
Well, okay.
There are many concepts.
Yeah.
This is more than aging, which leads to death. I mean,
are you?
Yeah,
do you think it'd be a 50-year-old because our DNA is?
Okay, I'm not saying you would get the baby is going to be a baby. It's not going to come out.
Yeah, no, it's not going to. Yeah.
No, it's not going to do that.
But on the molecular level, on the DNA level, it will appear as though it's 50 years old.
So when it dies sooner, it would just appear more aged.
No, it would appear just as normal, but it would die sooner.
But it doesn't define age.
Why do we die, Jordan?
Okay, so it's very complicated.
Not so much why, but how do we die?
This is more to do with aging than so much dying.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole molecular part of this has to do with telomeres, which are the caps on chromosomes, and they're usually between 8,000 and 10,000 nucleotides long. So picture an X chromosome. It's the tip, just the tip.
Doesn't even justify that.
I can't tell you the exact length.
You can continue.
Chromosome.
I'm just playing.
But so telomeres cover the tips of chromosomes.
All right.
And that protects them from oxidation, just from being destroyed, pretty much. It's a protective cap that protects them. And as you age, or as cells divide, the telomeres shorten. So through one cell division, you usually lose between like 200 to 1,000 nucleotides length of telomeres. And so whenever you are aging, you're losing telomeres. Mm-hmm. And that acts as like a counter as to how old you are. It's almost like rings of a tree.
Yeah.
So the older you get, the shorter your telomeres become, and that's what acts as aging. So whenever you clone someone and you take the cells from a 50-year-old person, the telomeres of whatever your cell you're cloning appear as like a 50-year-old cell. Like that is how it's like a ring.
But that's appearance. That's not actuality.
Well, what happens whenever the telomeres keep going away?
They keep on going, and it reaches I forget the exact term. It's like a critical length.
And that's the point.
And at that point, the cell either can't divide anymore, because the telomeres are essential for cell division, and once they become too short, the cell can't divide anymore, and it undergoes suicide, apoptosis.
How many times can a cell divide?
I mean, as long as the telomeres.
Okay.
It depends what kind of cell first.
Is there a way to slow down that process?
Cell division?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to slow down the degradation of telomeres.
There is research being done.
Is it being funded
at
all?
Interesting
or is it
enough,
just independent research?
there's you have somatic cells, which are like your skin, muscle tissue, and something. You have germline cells, which is like sperm and egg. In the germline cells, there's an enzyme called telomerase, which is what makes, or what helps make the telomeres, helps lengthen them, keep them constant. So in your sperm and egg cells, the telomeres stay at a fairly constant 8,000 nucleotides long, 10,000 nucleotides long. Whereas in other parts of your body, you don't express that telomerase. So the cells, as they divide, the telomeres shorten, and they eventually undergo apoptosis by cells. What was the question?
How do we slow down the process of telomere degradation?
Yeah, so one way that you could do it is through using telomerase, by somehow hacking into our cells and allowing for the expression of the telomerase gene that's in our DNA. That would slow down the degradation because it would lengthen the telomeres. That's one way.
Yeah, that seems probably the more probable way as to what I'm going to say now, which is, couldn't we go in and put telomeres back?
No. It's
not that simple. Possible, or is it just not probable?
Well, okay, telomeres are DNA sequences.
Right.
So, I think it's like TTAGGG is the sequence that telomeres is. Like that's the sequence of what a telomere is, and it's repeated hundreds of thousands of times, or not hundreds of thousands because it's nucleotides. It's repeated like
thousands,
2,000 times because it's about 10,000 nucleotides long. What was the question again? I just get so wrapped up in telomeres.
Can we
telomeres?
Can we put them back?
No, you can't, because it's all transcribed, or not transcribed.
Well, why can't
it's
you?
All
why can't you duplicate it?
Yeah.
What do you mean duplicate?
If it's all just TTAGG or whatever, then why can't we just put more TTAGGs?
Why can't we clone them and then put the clone?
It's very. I don't know if you can. You might be able to
do it,
but I don't know if you could. I don't think you can add DNA to a chromosome.
Why not?
Chromosomes are highly condensed. It's not like you could make it linear and then just add sections to it. You can't do that.
Yeah, I know you can't.
Just take your tweezers and just pick apart the chromosome, man.
Yeah, make it shorter. all you gotta do is be like, I don't like that. I'm gonna swap it out with this.
Don't we kind of already do that anyways?
Yeah.
with simple organisms we can. You can knock out genes.
Are you calling that not simple?
Huh?
Is it not simple, or is it just misunderstood right now?
In simple organisms?
Yeah, no, in the DNA. You just called it unsimple.
No, I said simple organisms.
Oh, okay.
In simple organisms, we've knocked out genes where you can, in genes, or in organisms that are not chromosome, their genome is widely known. You can sequence it and figure out where exactly the gene is that you're looking for, and you can knock it out. But for the human genome, I mean, you stumble upon the ethics and the morals of it.
So you mean we're just not there yet?
So
you mean we're just not there yet?
Right. I mean, the precision wouldn't be there, and plus you can't like.
So you're saying it's going to be there?
Maybe eventually, but
so when it is, assuming we don't,
I think technology would reach the point. Well, technology would reach that point before humans ethically would.
I don't think.
I think technology. I think the fear is we may not even reach that point before we make ourselves extinct.
But it's not like you could do what you're talking about in a normal living human.
No, I know that. Yeah,
there's no way you could do that to every single cell in the body. It just wouldn't work.
No, there's too many of them.
This is where you get into like genetic modification of fetuses and babies, where you're building babies.
Yeah.
Like, what genetic traits do you want them to have? What ones don't you want them to have? And that's
does that shorten their lifespan, or does that just? I'm just curious. Like, if you wanted to have a baby to have a shorter life, could you genetically modify to where they have a shorter?
Well, I
life?
mean, we're not doing that yet, but that's the idea.
You could. I mean, through DNA, you can do pretty much anything.
What is? This is like. Call me a monster or whatever.
Monster.
But what is? Okay, thanks. What is the ethical problem with designer babies?
Yeah, it's like Build-A-Bear.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't you? If your baby's fugly, don't you want to fix it beforehand?
yeah, man.
I'm not devil's advocate.
Yeah, that's where I think that it would be very helpful. But
we can make them all look like rock stars.
I'm just torn with it. I don't know why. I
like,
just am.
Exactly.
I understand that.
And that's why
I'm kind of half and half.
No, it just makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like think about it. If they grow up too, it's like I created you, literally.
But at the same time, like I brought this up with a friend of mine too, and it's sort of
we have a lot of friends.
The thanks. The fear of becoming sort of like a hive mind singularity. That people have this sort of fear of, you know, if all of consciousness, except for some people who don't want to, like, comes together, then why do the rest of the people not want to? Why is individualism
good luck
and
answering that
a retaining question of the self so important to people if it doesn't matter, because the greater consciousness is a much greater experience than it would be to just be our single terrible selves?
My God. I just wanted to talk about babies.
So Jordan, how are babies made? How do baby?
Okay, when a mother and a father really love
How many
each other,
tetrameters are there?
there's this thing called sexual reproduction. It's very
Jeffrey,
interesting.
tell me about sexual reproduction.
Sexual reproduction? Well, last time I checked on the good old Wikipedia.
That's where you find those.
Well, I had to check because, I forget. Sometimes you forget what your organs do. That's okay if they do them automatically.
I forget what organs
But that's
do.
whenever, you stimulate the erect genitalium with the other genitalia.
Are you talking about human sexual reproduction or just sexual reproduction in general?
Oh, you want general? Do you want general sexual reproduction? Because general sexual
in general,
general sexual reproduction.
You generally don't need an erect penis for lots of.
You technically don't need it for all. I mean, if you leak it out, you don't need it. You're good.
Leak it out?
Yeah.
You just stick a syringe in your balls?
You could.
I mean, if you're looking at like fish,
you could modify it.
There's
too.
not. I mean,
well,
you technically do just leak it out.
Yeah, let's say there is. They just get on top of them. They're like, I'm done.
Not even that.
They lay eggs.
They'll lay the eggs. And they just come by and shower their glitter on it.
Why not? I mean, whenever I see eggs,
like
I'm
glitter
like,
on sperm.
Like every time I go to the supermarket, I see the eggs. I'm like, ugh, fertilized right there, good to go.
Yeah. I would hope they're not fertilized.
If I'm eating fertilized eggs, I'm gonna stop eating eggs.
That'd be. can do that.
Delicious.
Can I eat fertilized eggs? But it tastes a little saltier.
No, there's like a Vietnamese thing that you can eat, like the.
No, you can.
The like partially grown bird.
Would you eat a chicken, baby?
Nope.
Why not?
The thought.
Would you eat veal?
See, now we're getting into the whole like vegetarian argument, which.
No, it's not a vegetarian argument. We're saying it's a baby cow. What's the difference of eating a baby cow versus a baby chicken?
How cute they are.
That's your opinion, though. What if somebody finds baby? What about? I don't know. Some people have to find baby cows more adorable.
Is the chicken as a chicken nugget, or is it in the shell?
Okay, first off, chicken nugget, that would imply all they did was smash it and then cook it, because that's pretty much what a chicken nugget is.
They pretty much do that. Yeah, they just have all the chicks on top of like the grinder, and they just like.
I've had bones in my chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's just a question between chicken and veal. If you're talking about like eating the
what
chicken
about like
egg,
what about like
you have the imagery of the chick right there in front of you. The veal, you just have a steak. You don't have the calf looking at you.
What about if you did?
Then I wouldn't be able to eat either of them.
Yeah.
What if you had a little baby pig staring at you in the face, but its bacon was delicious?
That I don't know if I had that much of a problem with.
What? Really? Baby pigs, out of the three things that we've listed so far, baby pigs are probably the most adorable.
The bacon is just so good.
What if you had the egg, and then let's say it was the best egg you've ever had in your entire life, and then you get like revealed what it was?
What, I'm blindfolded in this
would you eat it?
Circumstance?
Yeah, like, would you still eat it?
Like, would you eat another one, I guess?
How good was it?
Like, the best you've ever had. Ever.
Oh, yeah, then I'd probably do it again.
Really?
Even with the
what
baby
if I put the
chick
blindfold back on?
What if that little baby chickadee shed a tear as you were putting it in its
dead.
mouth?
It's very yeah, but maybe they were still like
it's a little grease tear.
Like
it's a grease tear.
Yeah, with all the fluid in there, you can definitely tell that there's a little tear.
Well, what if you could? Would you still fucking eat it? Quick, avoiding the damn question.
Do chickens even have tear ducts?
Deal with it. Deal with the question.
Do birds even have tear ducts?
I don't know. Actually, birds are hilarious.
Would you eat a hilarious bird?
Which hilarious bird?
There's
a few hilarious birds. There's Gilbert Gottfried hilarious bird. There's a Big Bird hilarious bird.
Would you eat Big Bird?
There's
like the Sesame Street character? Is it with the man on the costume?
I don't know.
Or are you just saying like a big bird?
Like a big bird.
Like an ostrich.
There's
would you eat an ostrich
from Lion King?
Yep. Why? Would you eat an ostrich embryo?
Ostrich embryo? Okay, so an ostrich egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What if it was half?
It would probably just taste like normal egg.
Yeah, it just tastes like a normal egg, man.
I bet there's a little difference in flavor.
I'm sure there is, but I mean, it's the same concept. It's just a really
it was fertilized.
So you're saying an ostrich chick?
Yeah.
Am I blindfolded?
So you'd basically eat anything if you were blindfolded.
I mean, yeah.
So if I just stuck something
we
in
should
your
get
mouth,
you on Fear Factor, man.
Yeah, if I just stuck something in your mouth.
Within like reason.
That is pretty reasonable. Fear Factor's still
Fear Factor's not reasonable.
Yes, it is. You just don't know because you're not blindfolded.
Hey, let's just put you in a box. There's going to be things crawling all over you, and I'm going to tell you what they are because you're blindfolded.
Would you do it?
Here's $10,000.
I'd be way more freaked out about the crawling than the eating. Because with the eating, I at least know that like I can eat it and I won't die.
That's not true.
I mean, on Fear Factor, it was mostly like, here's something's penis. Eat it.
Would you eat a penis?
What is it from?
It doesn't matter. Would you eat it?
It matters. It very much matters.
Why does it matter? The size?
The size, the girth, how tough is it? Can I actually chew it and eat it? Or is it going to be like loud?
Okay, assuming it is not uncomfortable to digest or eat.
Yeah.
And it is cooked to your liking. Would you eat it?
Yeah. I'm no problem with that.
How do you like your dong?
I don't want to say
medium.
I don't want to say well
rare.
done. So it'll be very tough.
Pun intended.
I'd probably say medium.
Sorry, Jordan. And Santiago.
I don't think I want it grilled though.
What if it was seared?
Maybe
slightly
seared. I'd probably do fried.
Ew. That doesn't even, you ruin the flavor. It just tastes like fried batter. With some penis, with a hint of penis.
So, and I've had testicles before. Those are fine.
What about oyster testicles? Have you ever had those? They're actually not bad.
What? Do oysters?
Are you saying Rocky Mountain oysters?
Yeah.
Because those are calf testicles.
That's what I meant to say. They're pretty good.
Oysters don't have testicles.
Yeah, oysters don't have testicles. Rocky Mountain oysters.
I learned that after saying it.
Yeah.
That's why we say stuff.
Those are still good.
You're very
In fact, I had no idea what I was eating. I thought they were chicken nuggets. It tastes just like chicken nuggets.
Yeah, you know.
like McDonald's quality. Or good
I do have a little bit of a problem eating them now.
Why? Because now you know they're testicles.
Now I know that.
It doesn't matter if you know where they are. Eat them. They taste good.
They do taste
So
good.
if you ate a dong and it was the best thing you ever ate, and you saw another one, would you eat it?
Probably.
See, so what's the difference with calf testicles?
Because it wasn't the best thing I ever ate. I mean, it was just like McDonald's chicken nuggets. I mean,
Really?
yeah.
And maybe we need to genetically enhance their testes to taste better.
I think there's lots of other
way.
things that we should innovate before doing that.
Innovate? We don't innovate anything. We just replicate.
Jeffrey, is a cloned human being a person?
Oh, Lord. That is a tough question. Well... Dang, that's a real tough question.
Jordan, same question.
I would say
Okay.
that... if you already have an answer, Jordan, go on ahead, because I'm still thinking.
100% yes. It's a person.
Cool.
Okay, I agree.
Rights and everything.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you. I would say they're a person, but it'd have that same initial awkward factor that like everything we have is, because there's just I don't know. The only thing that would suck, it's not necessarily a matter of them having rights or not. It's a matter of, again, like you were talking about earlier, lack of individuality, but it would be on a...
It's on a genetic.
It would be a genetic level rather than a human, we're all human beings, but we all do have our own...
I mean...
Down to our DNA, even though it's similar, it is all individual.
I mean, isn't a majority of our personality based on our environment rather than our genetics?
Yeah.
So that's true, too.
Yeah.
I mean, what personality traits do come from genetics, even?
I can't tell you what exactly comes from genetics, but I mean, there's...
If you could tell us...
things
like if there was like a percentage.
If you could tell us, then we know the answer, but you can't. Therefore, the answer is invalid, which is why we're asking this question.
I think you flipped the cause and effect there.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't tell you what percentage. I mean, I know there's studies that show depression is linked to genetics, and alcoholism is linked to genetics.
Alcohol. Genetics.
They're like the tendencies are linked to genetics, but I couldn't give you the exact percentage of what personality. Like a happy person has this.
Yeah,
I think it just depends.
But also, most of the time, it's like a predisposition rather than
I think a whole lot of it has to do with just how you've been raised. That's there's the twin studies, and then I forget what the other one is called. I mean, I think it's like the adoption studies where it shows like the twin studies they live in the same environment, so that cancels that out. So they should theoretically have the same personality.
They don't.
But
they don't.
But the idea of like what their environment is like.
Well, it's open to opinion. The idea of anybody's anything is open to
exactly,
because it is all a perception of how
the twin studies. The gist of it is like they have the same genetics, or is that what it is?
Yeah, they're identical twins are literally the same genetics.
So this is looking for the outside things, this outside environment. Like I messed that up earlier. What messes the outside environment is what changes them, and then with the adoption studies, it's looking more at the genetics. A little bit less.
I don't even know if a clone now would be able to truly live in an outside environment if knowledge came out that they were a clone.
I think it'd be fine. Just because
I think like people would just I think it'd work out in the end, but
treat them like a leper or something.
Yeah.
Like if there was a clone of me, they would essentially just be like my identical twin.
Yeah. They would be identical.
There would be. There's no.
Okay, and so
there is no difference.
Yeah, and all of the information in my brain would be in there if it was just like if you
cloning can't transfer memories because memories create themselves.
No, but if we
and your information in your brain is collected over time.
Yeah, so, science fiction wise, if we just took a snapshot.
This isn't science fiction. This is real fucking life.
I'm saying hypothetically for this hypothetical situation. Hypothetically, we take a snapshot of a person and then clone all of their cells and stuff right there, and then just here's another one. That's essentially you, but it's just another person.
Could you talk to your own clone?
I mean, yeah.
Would you be able to?
I would. That'd be interesting.
Your science fiction clone or your real clone?
Yeah.
What if it was both? If it's your science fiction clone, then you're literally just doing introspection, but now you can physically see the person because they share every single experience you've ever experienced.
Yeah.
So you can do it anytime.
Yeah, you're fine.
So why would you have to have their physical existence?
Because it's different.
How? All it is your vision, which is a perception in and of itself.
Not just my vision. The moment that they stop being within this vessel, they're another person.
From that time forward, yeah.
Yeah. And so...
But not if... I'm saying if you were to clone them and then immediately talk to them, it would just be introspection.
Yeah. But from that moment on...
But what if you never saw them again? Then you wouldn't have that opportunity to talk to them ever again.
That's fine.
Fair enough. That's a good answer.
How about you, though? Would you want to talk to you?
No, because I don't like myself.
God, you've gotten ugly.
Yeah. I hate myself.
Let yourself go.
That's not good.
Truly do. But it would be interesting to see. Honestly, I probably would. But not a science fiction clone. I would want to talk to, kind of an in-between. The ideal me I would want to talk to would be one that has all my experiences, but no environmental factors behind them. So that I can truly know if I have warped reality to the way I want to view myself, even if it isn't one that is pleasing, to the point where I could actually theoretically fix it, because I would know that is just me. It is not the way people view me or the way people...
I think that's difficult in that we as human beings are we are the products of our environment, and our environment is the product of us. Your room is your room due to you, but then the way that you set up your room and live in it for a longer time shapes how you are through that. You are the environment that you're living in, and you shape the environment around you. And so it's hard to say what is, this is just who I am, or what is, this is just
you asked me hypothetically. So
hypothetically. Yeah. It would be very hard to say, and very hard to tell if there would even be a difference.
Right. So that's the thing. That's the cool thing. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. I don't necessarily desire it. I mean, it would be nice to get to talk to myself, but at the end of the day, the only reason I would be doing it would be to improve myself as a human being. Yeah.
And then you don't other Jeffrey would, hopefully since he's you, would want to improve himself as well.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah.
But
how about you, Jordan?
I would like to meet my clone.
I'd just like to see it,
I don't really care to meet my science fiction clone.
Really? You're you?
Yeah. I mean, I know me.
Do you?
Well, yeah, but
you just know it to yourself. Do you know how I view you?
I don't know how you view me.
Exactly. You don't know yourself. You just know yourself according to yourself.
But how would I view me differently?
You could.
Because as soon as you experience yourself from outside of what
it'd be like a
this perception of
you would see you, other than the fact that it's you, but you would physically see you the way other people truly.
I would much rather have a clone that was made via
cloning. Have a 20-year-old
have a baby clone, and then have that clone
die sooner.
Have it age with me, or not age with me, but age through the years, and then whenever I'm
like recount the experiences.
Saying that like if I were to make a clone right now, I would like to see what that clone looks like in 21 years. So whenever I'm 42, I want to see what it looks like. I want to see the difference between like what environment caused
how it truly
how it changed me and how it would change it. Because
that's kind of cool. I can understand.
Yeah, I like to see what environmental things changed me.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting.
Well, I mean, the thing
and
is,
I'd still get
what
the
if you
whole
hate the guy?
It's my clone. I can do whatever I want to him. I guess I really can't though.
Didn't you just a second ago say that like person?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like
I wouldn't feel good about it.
It's not cool to own people, Jordan.
Yeah, like the sad thing though is too like with the questions of we're trying to learn exactly what the environment does to us as a person as far as development. You seeing yourself redevelop, I guess, in a different situation isn't really going to answer your question. It's just going to show the result.
Yeah, you're just going to see, like...
Just because something's different doesn't mean that, since that was different, that was truly what the cause of it. That just means...
No, I don't even care about the cause. I just want to see what's different.
Yeah. It wouldn't really be, like, you. It would just be...
Another product.
Right, I like to see what... I'm more interested in, like, the genetic part of me. Like, what do my genetics code for?
And then see how they
and what stays in the situation.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I can understand. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I'd be pretty curious to see that too.
I'd probably forget by the time I'm 42.
I mean, if it's like this lifelong experience, you know.
Make it to 42.
Oh, whatever.
We'll see.
Are you a clone?
Maybe, guys. You don't know. I don't know. That's another thing too. Like, what if a clone? That's the thing. If you meet your clone, would you tell them that they're a clone?
Would you know that it's a clone?
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I
would not.
Would you even know that it's a clone?
No. If you created it,
yeah.
Would you tell them that they are a clone?
Yeah, totes.
Why?
If I was a clone,
you then would become the pinnacle. Depending on when you tell them, you could potentially become the pinnacle of why they become who they become.
Sure.
And that could, with somebody like me, who has manic depression, could literally fuck them even worse than I am. Like knowing that I'm a clone and I'm not even a product of a human being.
Why is that?
You're a product of a human being.
Yeah,
but not in the same way as everybody else.
I mean, it's essentially the same way.
I'm just saying it could potentially mess somebody
potentially.
up. So why would you even take that risk? Because it doesn't even matter if they're a clone. So why would you even let them know in the first place? Unless they gain the knowledge themselves.
Do you know anyone who's adopted?
Yes.
Do they want to know their real parents?
Some.
Did they want to know that they were adopted?
I kind of do it the same way.
Yeah. I could say. Yeah. I guess I see that.
And so.
That's a good point.
That's why I would tell clone me.
Would you tell them immediately though, or would you tell them in time? I guess is what I'm asking.
I'd tell them immediately. Maybe I'm heartless that way, but
I'm just curious. Like,
I think the clone would know. Just like my sister knew that she wasn't from my family.
Well, that's a skin difference.
But it would be the same thing with the clone. It would look strikingly like
you,
like me.
That makes sense.
I mean, if that clone
also, if you guys were to even if they hypothetically didn't know for some stupid reason. By the time you guys actually met and talked, by the time you guys shared ideas, like if they don't know that something's up, that's ridiculous. Like, you all have you all look the exact same at the time. Mm-hmm. Maybe not necessarily because you'd be older, but
because even identical twins look different. Yeah, and
over
even
time,
though
not
over time, but like it's because they're slightly different environments.
It's their experience.
Even though they're
the
same.
It's
literally the same.
Slightly different environments, but the same centralized location.
Yeah.
Like as far as what they call home. Ideally. Ideally, not always. They're all going to be treated different, and the people that hang around, they may be similar, but the way they view them is going to be different. And the way they view people is going to affect how they develop, because they're going to be like, I don't want to be like that, or
Yeah. Because, Jen Chen and Sammy
look different.
Are really different. And so it's kind of interesting because they'd be able to tell that, we're the same, but we're different. As opposed to, your clone, you'd be, directly the same.
But at the same time, you're also directly different.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking, interestingly, so as you age and whatnot, your body undergoes, or your DNA undergoes mutations through the environment, through normal...
Mm-hmm.
Would they undergo the same mutations? Is that what you're thinking?
No, what I'm thinking is, if I were, at 40 years old, if I were to take a sample from myself and make a clone, what would the baby look like? How much different would it look like than me when I was a baby?
That's another thing, too. Yeah, like, would it...
And would it even be viable?
Would it
That's
even
what I wanna
work?
know.
Like, would
Like,
there be a certain
because-
age limit where you could even do that?
Because there'd be lots of machinery, like molecular machinery, that I bet would stop working.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and
So you think they would die sooner?
I didn't know if they would even become a viable fetus.
I understand.
I think another big difference is the fact that, like, spermers sort of, like, randomly selected genes from you.
It's like a slot wheel.
I mean, yeah.
As opposed to
Unless
if you take,
unless
your...
you can afford Build-A-Bear.
Build a baby.
They're expensive, dude. It's expensive. I've looked into it just out of curiosity.
What, Build a
There's
bear?
this thing as build a baby.
There is some
there
whenever it first got introduced, it's not anymore because they don't do it through the lawsuits. But whenever it first
Okay. Are you talking about build a baby like through sperm donors? Or are you talking? Okay.
through sperm donors.
I thought you meant like,
Okay, so
I thought
it's
you meant
like
like
a...
DNA
No.
modifications.
There's no DNA modification. They can't even get sued out the ass for that.
Would they, though?
Maybe not, actually. I say that, but probably not.
That's such an interesting field.
Yeah.
Like, I really
You don't think you want to modify your baby?
I totes would.
I spent like the whole
What-
last
like,
year
here's the thing,
talking
like,
about that kind of stuff. Like
What
genetics and
is
whatnot.
one thing that I would say most every good parent, I'll say that,
Says about their kids immediately.
I want them to have a better life than me.
Yeah.
So if you have DNA
So do I.
modification, so if you have DNA,
Jeez, Jordan. Why don't you just shave your head already?
So here's the thing with the DNA modification, although I don't necessarily agree or disagree with it, I don't know enough about it to say that.
but if that is your core thought,
Mm-hmm.
you could start it from the beginning to where they could essentially they have the genes to potentially have a better life than you did.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's with any baby, though.
Is that love or is that you just creating what you want?
I'd say it's both,
It's
but
both.
more out of love.
But is it justified?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Think so?
I don't...
I'm just curious. Like I said, I don't either agree or disagree.
Like, if I can prevent, like...
Forest fires.
Like a stub... well, yeah. Only you can prevent forest fires. But if I could prevent, like, a stump leg or, like, a learning deficiency...
But you don't
I totally
know
would.
that immediately.
Well, no, that's what, like...
No,
If you take, like,
That's true. I got you.
the designer thing and go, like, here's dad genes, and here's mom genes, and here's the slot wheel, here's the possibilities.
it'll be like politics.
You have, like, this percentage of...
It'll just be the lesser of two evils.
learning disability. You have this percentage of high blood pressure or whatever, and you would just pick the ideal out of those.
That makes
I think
sense.
it's great. It would make a better humanity.
Makes Superman.
That's fine.
That's fun.
But the amount of tinkering you'd need to do that is just unreal.
Just-
Well,
Buy
yeah.
more Tinker toys.
Again, more hypotheticals,
Yeah.
but like,
So
This
we
is
do
all
that
hypothetical.
already, not with humans.
You
we
do?
deal with that with we do it with lots of animals.
Really?
Oh yeah, lots of animals.
I did not know that.
My
those poor mice.
Dude, those mice get
lots of
messed
it has
up.
been done on Drosophila, like fruit flies, or normal house flies. Lots of it's been done on what are they called?
Rats.
I just have the name in my head. They're small little worms.
Earthworms.
No.
I'm just kidding. They're massive. They're huge worms.
And cows. It's been
What-
done on cows
what type of
and
cows?
Mice.
What species?
I mean, normal cow. Have you ever seen the super buff cows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the
That,
super.
that's it's not a gene knockout. It's a gene. I think it's a gene
Yeah,
addition.
Is every single one of them like that, or is there one? Because that means that means there had to have been a species of them that already were super buff.
It was like super selective breeding.
Or did you splice them in there?
It's splicing. It's gene
Oh,
modification.
Okay.
You're taking genes.
But where did
from
what
out of
I guess what I'm saying is where did you get the gene in the first place for the super buff cow? If there
you
wasn't
can insert genes.
okay.
You can buy pre-made genes and insert them.
So you can just buy them at like the Build-A-Bear.
pre-made jeans.
Pretty much.
Make your
genetic Build-A-Bear. Yeah.
Make your bear buff.
It's just
take your tweezers and just insert them in the.
It's a lot more finicky than that. I'll tell you that much.
So could I make a superhuman horse and insert it in the Kentucky Derby?
A human horse?
No, like a super horse, I guess.
Okay,
super horse.
I mean, they would definitely be able to tell that it's super horse.
No, they wouldn't. What if I just made it the not buff gene and I made it like seemingly not buff, but it was super buff? You know?
It would depend what would appear. Can you not kick that? Because the thing is sitting on the thing.
Blah blah blah.
It would depend what would show up. Like if you give the gene for super fast, does it also like come with hair loss?
There's lots and lots
That's
of
fine.
consequences.
Yeah.
If their locks fall and they win the Triple Crown, that's fine.
You also have to look at where is this gene located? Because if it's located in a super sensitive area.
But do they gene test every single horse that enters in the?
No, this is more for your
Yeah.
On your part. Like, it's whether or not you're going to get a horse that performs to your expectations, or whether or not you get a horse that has like Down syndrome, or a horse
It's fast.
No, it's not fast.
Gotta go fast.
A horse that has like 3 legs.
Go Sonic.
All you can do is paddle.
It's worth it.
No, it's not.
It's a super fast horse with only one lung.
It's just one leg. And it just
I
runs
believe
around
in
a
it.
circle.
That's fine. It's really good at hoppity hop. It's fine.
What if it's faster than all the other horses, even with 3 legs?
What an insult.
I mean,
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
because
I mean, isn't that what like?
this horse isn't just fast. Like I didn't put just the fast gene. I put the super fast gene.
like
in it.
super horse, man.
But there's also like there's not like a single gene that's like super fast. There's lots of genes that play into that.
So I can just
on
test
numerous
it.
chromosomes.
So I can
like
just
extreme
murder.
muscle development.
So what you're
or something
telling me
like
is
that.
I need to test it on every horse known to man and pray that one of them's super fast.
He'd be much more likely to get a super fast horse from selective breeding than gene modification.
So I can do selective
What
breeding.
about with
what if I
just
did
prayer?
both? What if
Huh?
I
Just prayer?
What
Yeah,
if-
leave it up to God. God will
what
do
if
it.
what if I combined both? What if I
gene
did
modification and selective breeding?
Yeah, selective gene modification with selective breeding.
and selective prayer.
I don't understand what you're asking. Are you saying you're going to selectively modify genes of a horse, build a horse, and then modify it?
and then breed it.
Like, what's the point of that? If you have the ability to modify genes, why do you even need to selectively breed it?
Why
Because-
not? You can produce more of them.
Yeah. Super,
Okay, then you're not
super
selectively
horse.
breeding it. You're just breeding it at that point.
That's pretty selective.
Wow.
I've modified their genes.
Okay, so
That is
the
really-
definition of selective breeding isn't that.
Look it up.
Okay, well, I think we've devolved enough to
Oh, that's
and had this conversation really long enough.
Oh, that is funny.
This has been fun. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Video games and cloning and
We'll have to do it again
super
sometime.
horses.
We'll have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, since I didn't do an intro, hello and again, welcome to Bit Depth. I'm Santiago Ramones. This is Jeffrey. This is Jordan. Jeffrey, say something.
Hello.
That's Jeffrey.
I said something.
Yeah,
I
Jordan.
did a good job
Blur.
Yeah, that's Jordan.
with the super horse.
Uh,
Genetically modified.
Yeah. Jeffrey, do you have like a Twitter or social medias or something that you want people to find you on the interwebs or something? Or are you just an anonymous person that doesn't want to be?
Me? I just don't have anything to really give out. I'm not necessarily anonymous, but I don't have anything I want people to necessarily follow or anything like that.
Fund the arts in schools.
Do that. That's fine.
Does that
Yeah.
seem like that would support you in a way?
Yeah, I actually agree with that. We should talk about that sometime.
Yeah, we should. We'll probably do that on your podcast. Jordan,
Yeah.
how about you?
What do you want?
Any public
Right.
things that?
Well, now the
Hashtag-
humanitarian over there.
Hashtag superhuman force.
You can follow me on Twitter, JBreezy. That's with
Jabrizi. Did
3
you know?
Z's and 2 Y's.
Look up Jabrizi on Facebook, and it's this
Jabron.
crazy black hip hop magician thing.
But if you're doing arts and
Do it.
stuff with Jeff, I'd say look at cancer research for me.
Yeah. I mean, there's already like a lot of money going.
I think we should do more group. I think we should do more group podcasts.
Yeah, no,
the three of us make a good pair.
He was actually
of three.
You know,
that doesn't make any
that's
sense.
how pears work. Pears are fruits. Yeah, this is actually the first group podcast.
More.
Yeah, for real. And I'm Santiago Ramones. Since you're listening to this, you already know who I am. You already know where to find me. But in case you somehow stumbled upon this in the weirdness of the internet, SantiagoRamones.com. That'll take you to the rest of my things. And then my 3 things that I end each podcast with, which is love never fails. It's going to be okay. I might be wrong. Thanks for listening. Bye. Y'all can say bye too.
Bye.
Bye.